Let's talk about prayer for a moment, which is one of my favorite subjects. To talk about prayer and not just religious prayer, but real prayer that where you love God with your whole mind and with your emotions and with your will and with your body and with your time, that you love God. And that is something that I have always a desire to do. And this attitude was sown to me by my mother, who was a missionary in Central Europe, in German-speaking countries, and although also in the East, when there was still a Soviet Union, and some of those countries like Poland and Romania, and those countries were under that rule. My mother went there secretly and just did ministry and brought Bibles to people and things like this. And so she had this attitude of prayer. She couldn't wait to go to her house and pray for hours and pray, just communicate with God. And that created such an atmosphere around her that when she spoke to people after those meetings, people came to her and said, looked at her like this and said, "Who are you?" Because just the presence of God when she started to speak would come out of her. And she has blessed many people in our nation and around the world with her attitude of just being completely God's. And so prayer, just when we get that communication with God, we can't wait to go to our closet and pray. That's the best time of our day, whether it's a long time or a short time, just to be with Him and pray and be in unity with God. So I have noticed that in my life, I've seen a shift in my thinking where I don't anymore pray prayers just for me, for my family, but all of those prayers are connected to the honor of God. Because just the royal attitude and attitude of an ambassadors and giving your life wholly to God has so come part of my being that I connect every single prayer to God's honor. So let's say I have a battle in some battle going on. So I come to before God and say to Him that, God, you see, I'm serving you wholeheartedly. And if you deal with this distraction that is trying to stop me from running and get my focus to other things, I can run so much faster for you. If you deal with this, I can do that and that and that. So then others will hear about your goodness. So could you be so kind and deal with that distraction so that I can focus on you more? So this is how I pray sometimes, but just connecting everything to His honor, that everything that He does for me will forward His honor. And this is a royal attitude. So I would love this mindset shift to happen in every Christian's life. Then we would get so much more presence of God into our churches, and our prayers would be powerful when they are connected to the honor of God. And we would have so much more royal authority and be those representatives and those ambassadors to this world in a real way, bringing life-changing change to people's lives. And that's what I'm wanting to do. And that's what I'm encouraging everyone to do. Be transformed and overcome, and then repeat it as many times as you feel any attack, any difficulty coming to your life.